Hello everyone, Namaste. This is your Astrologer Shyam from Atma Shuddhi Astrology, and here is a very important prediction about the mass Indian exodus that's happening in the US, the United States of America. This mass Indian exodus is something the US government has taken into stride till since the onset of Trump's presidency there in the United States of America. The thing is that cycle of the every Indian like having a dream of landing up in the US and developing a career and life out of the land is over. Trump's administration will ensure that every Indian is out of the United States of America, and they are already doing it in a very humiliating manner. They lock people for hours together. They give the stamping for the visa and ensure that they land up in the US airport, and then they are rejected there so that they don't have a say. So there is a lot of financial loss for the people, humiliation, mental agitation, anxiety. All these kinds of things will further aggravate, and Trump's administration will definitely they are into it as a policy. And it's not only just Trump's administration, but it's an American policy where they will never, allow a citizen of the other country or some other ethnicity to take over the power in their land. Because when you actually look into the America's history over the last few decades, like the whole land has been built by the intellectual contribution from the Indian soil. Many Indians landed up there, and they invested their hard work, their intellectual caliber on all those things and built those products there in the America. And then one of the key parameters of the American economy going up was the contribution, made by the Indians, and it's still there. But the thing is, every companies, every MNCs, like CEO is now when you actually look at it's Satya Nadella of Microsoft, or Sundar Pichai of the Google, or Shantanu Narayan of Adobe. When you actually look at the who's and who of the industry has always been Indians of late, which the American men will never like it. And as the feather of the cap is the American vice president was chosen as Kamala Harris in the last presidentship, which was a pinnacle in terms of the Indians reaching power centers in America, which the American men or white men in general will never like it, and they will never allow it. They will never allow you to share the dining space with them or the power structure with them. As long as you are a slave to them, as long as you are an advantage to them, they will allow you to play your match. If you are going to supersede their structure and power, they will hell bent on the task to make you out of the structure and move out of the country. And that's what is happening right now. And they will ensure that this is gonna happen till the last Indian is out of the soil. And those visa stamping process, the H-1B visa, the regulations to fetch a visa to move to America, everything has been very tightened up. People here till dreaming of the American job or American education, they sell their house, they pledge their house, takes up lakhs and lakhs of rupees, or invest crores of rupees in the American soil to fetch an education out of that. And then after the completion, they are not given any job to really take the money out of their investments. So I think of a situation where someone has invested about, say, close to 1 crore of rupees in Harvard or Stanford or MIT or whatever it is, and they are not given a job after that, because whatever the money that you pay there, it's their income. And when they want to give you a job, it's their expense, so which they will never do it. And that's gonna happen, and that will continue to happen till the last man of India is out of the American soil. So that's one of the key predictions that I wanted to share. Even they will just ruthlessly make lots and lots of policies that are against Indians, against Muslims. They will further aggravate the situations with respect to the visa stamping and all those things. So already they have introduced something called they have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for the H-1B, and they are not allowing the renewal to happen. And around the time of renewal, they introduce lots and lots of clauses, and all these things will have a very severe impact upon the minds of the Indian people, and the Americans will ensure that they instigate upon enough fear and threat so that the Indians naturally withdraw from their American dream. So that's one of the key predictions that I wanted to share in this video. Keep watching this space. I'll be talking a lot about the mundane predictions and the astrological principles, which would be very helpful for your life. Thank you. Namaste.